Good evening, Guardians. Thought we'd do a little advanced map making. Now this is going to be on a map that I've already started here some time ago. Where's it at? Never completed it. Right here. This is the Conquer map. Let this load because I'm going to show you the importance of locking all objects before starting a map that has a lot of objects. Because you're literally bumping into everything in this map just to exist in it. Okay, let's start off with some simple, more advanced items in the map making. First things first is the portal. Very useful tool. First thing you want to do, you want to give it a group ID. Obviously, you want it to be a unique ID for itself, and you'll pair each pair of portals together. I don't think I have anything else in this map so far, so we're going to call this one 1. And then let's take it and set it someplace convenient but not too rough. This one, now if you copy that, you already got your group ID on it. And I just place it. I'm going to go ahead and place it on the other side of the map. Right here. That gives us a quick travel all the way around, and you can I don't know what the limit is, we can put several of those in there. Okay, now let's go to another portal device. Is the bug portal device. Same concept. Group ID, we want to call it 2. Respawn times. Usually I'll hit restore and see what the minimum is, or I should say the default. I think 10 is minimum. Yeah, 10 is the minimum. Every time you destroy it, it'll respawn. So it'll respawn a maximum of 10 times. And let's not put that too close to base. Let's put it right here, a little sneaky place. And that's the exit. So the entrance will be right here, as it says. I'm going to give it the same number. Wait, what number did I give it? I hope I gave it 2. Yeah, I did. I got sidetracked there, sorry. My brain was playing with me. And we're going to go put this right near a nest. I'm going to put it right under that nest. Now I had some trouble earlier putting it inside the bubble of the nest, so I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to put it in course so that its path is, the bug's path will be here, and they should go right into it. And they should go right into the portal anyways, the bug portal. And that just gives them a shorter distance to your base. Okay. Some of these are pretty obvious. This one right here, though, is so cool. This is my favorite new toy in maps making. What's this? The enemy spawner. Now, these two go together, but this can work by itself. Anyways, let's go ahead and blow it up here. It's not going to do it in this, so long as I'm in the influence of this object. Let's make it wide enough to go all the way across there. Yeah, that'll fit all the way across. Okay, now what this does is, this is for spawning bugs without a spawner. And it's what it does, what triggers it is when the Guardian walks through this field. Okay, group ID, we're gonna call this, let's go a completely different group, number 20. And I'll show you why. Well, that's the wrong one, darn it. I clicked the wrong one. Right here, 20. And you can of course change the health and damage like you could on the bugs in the AI. Spawn frequency. This is per second. So every time you walk in it, it's going to take this amount of seconds before you'll be able to trigger it again. And we're going to make this one 10 seconds. I think that's the fastest you can get. Yeah, 10 seconds is the fastest. And make it multiply players. So if you got 4 players walking through, you get 4 times the bugs. And I think, oh, we got to assign a bug in there. Okay, I like these guys because they're evil. Now, a little trick when setting these, and this is Bod that taught me this little trick here. Make sure when you're setting it, I don't know if you can see what I'm saying. Yeah, you can. See where that is on the floor. If you're up above the floor a little bit, it will not trigger. So it won't spawn the bug. So bring it down, make sure it's just slightly below the floor, the edge of that slightly below the floor. And say I want, there's only one bug will spawn with this. So if you want 5 bugs, 5 times. And they all look like they're below the floor, yeah. Might be cutting it close on a couple of those, we'll see. Anyways, so that right there, now leaving it as it is right here, the bugs will spawn right there in the center. That's it. But yeah, this guy, same number for that bug spawner there. Now, wherever I place these, it'll spawn the bug at, and it'll be the closest one to the player. But we're going to put it in several locations. And it's really cool because you can put them everywhere. Let's say put one up here. Put one in here. One here. One here. I don't want to just spawn below the floor. And that works so cool. And this is a nice thing you could do when you want to just spawn 1 queen per game. So, you know, when you're building or when you're in AI and you got over here to spawn a queen, that's 1 per player. So if you have 4 players, it's going to spawn 4 queens. So don't even add your queen in your AI. Use the bug spawner, the enemy spawner. Let's go over to where, closer toward the end of the game. I don't want to completely at the end. Let's put it near this nest. Okay, I'm going to go off here real quick and expand it out. And with this one, I'm not going to spawn or throw in the enemy spawner. I'm just going to have her spawn right here. And yeah, it looks like it's covering pretty much everything. So let's do it. And what you can do is spawn frequency. Well, let's give this group ID 21. And spawn frequency, let's go every, you know, that's every second. So let's say every 900 seconds. I doubt you're going to play a game that's going to go over that. And we can multiply that one by players, but we're not going to. It'll just be 1 queen. And I'm not going to increase her damage or anything. Queen. Hope you guys will be able to see everything here. Yes. Close. And so this should spawn a queen when we get in this area. Only 1. Okay, I'm going to save this here real quick. Okay, now so a couple other simple things, but if you don't know, you don't know. Okay, I think, did we cover kill volume? Yes. Let's go with sound volume. These are super handy. And for the record, if you let go of this outside of the table working area, it'll automatically respawn back in the center of the map. So don't let go of it while you're out here resizing. Bring it back into the map before you let it go. Okay, let's check the sounds. Hit restore on this. This is the sound prop. And let me turn up my FX sound. I think I have it turned way down. Okay, rain, which wouldn't make sense here. I'm gonna go with the ship ambient. I'm going to loop that because I'm going to put this where we start out at. And here. There should be a nice ambience for atmosphere. Ambience, is that the right term? You guys got what I'm saying. -2 for English. Bad English. I only speak 2 languages, English and bad English. Okay, let's go to invisible walls. Are pretty simple. You know, they're self-explanatory. Just place an invisible wall. Nothing's going to be able to walk into it, and you can resize that any way you want. I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to keep that. But these right here, these are cool. Let's go. This is your light dimming trigger and volume. Let's set the volume. You can put auto flashlight on if you want, where it's going here. We're not going to need it. We'll put this in a new group for itself, 30. Okay. I've already put this in the limit, so it's going to be about 18. Oops. Let's say it's 25. That's probably too much. 20. Put that is right back over here. This little area here. Did I give it? Yeah, I did, but I'll double check it. Okay, 30. It's at light intensity 1, which is lowest. And the more you bring that up, the brighter it's going to be. We want it at 1. So we want the light to go down. Okay, so this is the volume. We're going to set it, like I said, in here. But that's not enough. Now you need to have the trigger that actually makes it work properly. Dimming trigger. And that was 18, 20, 25. So let's reset that. Oh, I didn't set the. I don't know if that's right or not. I can't remember that. My brain is not on top all the time here. I didn't set a group ID, did I? I did, it's just not saving it. Okay, we're good. Reset that back here. Set this down inside of it. Walk into that during gameplay, it should become darker. And then what we have here, occlusion, trigger, and volume. This right here will actually say you got a huge map, like lots and lots of polys, and your gameplay isn't great. You know, you're getting lag and stuff. You can hide everything that's touching inside this occlusion volume. It'll be hidden until you walk either into the inclusion volume or the trigger. You can, like, say the inclusion volume's here and you want to be able to see it from here. You walk through the trigger and you'll be able to see that part. Now this map, it doesn't make sense to have because you can see everything all the time. So, but that's what that does. It makes whatever's inside that invisible until you trigger it. The non-walkable is for, say you got hills and you don't want somebody up there just walking around casually. You just put the non-walkable down and they'll have to jump, just like when you go outside the range of the map. walkable, invisible platforms. I don't remember if I covered that before. What I usually do is now what that does is create, just like it says, an invisible platform. But see, you can jump through it. If you jump onto it, you'll fall through it. You can shoot through it. But if you walk onto it from a surface, say that's on a level, or say it's like here, and you walk right up it. Now, a lot of good things these are for is if you're having issues where the surface isn't even and you're not getting the walking area you want, you can like put that in place of it, or you can create a walking area for the bugs to get down from an area. Say like here, this will bring us into the other one, this enemy spawner. Say I only want dragons to spawn up on this platform, and what I do is run that platform all the way around and then back toward the base, and then so I'd go in here, I go and select dragon, close, and you put this inside. It's got to be inside that red area of the, and I can't think of the proper terminology off the top of my head, sorry, inside the spawner. So we know it's got to be inside that. Make that there. What that'll do is it'll spawn the dragon, and this will be its lock point. Or I could obviously run it through and extend that out. I wouldn't do this many different little things. Oops. And then that dragon will follow that path, and it doesn't need to. I mean, it's silly, unnecessary in here, but something you need to know too, 45 degree angle. I should have covered this in my beginner maths thing. 45 degree angle is the highest angle you can use to walk up and down for you or the bug. And the bigger the bug, the less likely I've found it is to go up a 45 or down a 45. So be sure when you're making a map, you create the right angles for a bug to want to travel down. Okay, I think that's about everything. Energy walls, pretty self-explanatory. They're a destroyable wall, and I'm not gonna leave that in there, and I wouldn't never make it that thick. So you want to block off an area, you'd have to shoot through that before you can get through it, and the bugs will also attack it before they can get through it. These guys, sentinels, are pretty self-explanatory. They're the ones that shoot the little projectiles at you. I wouldn't overdo putting these in because that can leg up the system. Anything with explosions can leg up your system or your gameplay, and you'll be doing that enough with your equipment you're putting in. Toxic mushrooms, I think we discussed. Let's put one in here just so if anybody doesn't know what they're for, how they work. I'm not a fan of them in my maps, as I said before. Let's go water. I didn't cover this in my other maps either. Whenever you are using water and you want somebody to be able to jump through it, always be sure you turn on the ignore collisions. And then also, when you're making water and you resize it, it's so easy to grab it and resize it. The problem with it is when you do that, let me show you. See the thickness here too? And it's not really an issue, but you want to get that back down. I always take it back down to 1 or 2 so I can still grab it. But so that way you're not bumping it and grabbing it every time you're working with water or something in the area. Unless you lock it, then it's not a problem. Now obviously I'm not going to have water up here in the space station, but okay, let's go through and test the proof of everything I just put in. Just to make sure there's nothing else that I might want to go over. No, I think this is going to set us up pretty good. Okay, let me save this. Okay, the reason why everything is so funky right now is because we're actually in the safe. We're inside the middle of this spear out there. So let's go ahead and play it. Before we start it, let's check out that. A couple of things we can check out without even starting the game. I have a bright in here, of course. It's right next to a magnetar, so it's going to be super bright. That's why I have it overly bright in here. So this should go dark, and look at that, beautiful. Our teleport should take us to the other side of the map. Beautiful, works perfectly. We didn't pay attention to our sound. Let's take a double check, make sure it is working. Turn my FX up. Honestly, yeah, there it is. Okay, let's start this game. See if the bugs spawn through like we said they were going to. There's the teleport. Now remember, there should be bugs coming out of here if everything's done properly. Let's go ahead and set a couple of these up here. Uh-oh, not enough money. Now we should get some spawned.
Our forces are under
Uh-oh, yeah, see, we got something that spawned in through there. Perfectly. We should get the red guys. Yeah, right here it says predicted. And look, we got them up there, like I said. Just keep spawning in every time I run through that invisible field. Every 10 seconds anyways. You see it adds extra intensity to the game. And also, you know, you could do like you're playing almost a defense map and a conquer map in the same game. It's pretty cool, I really like it.
Our forces are under.
Let's go over and trigger this queen to pop up. See when I destroy. Oops, this guy's sneaking up on me. I destroy this thing on this side, and it won't respawn again. That's it. It's done. Curious why the queen hasn't spawned out yet. Oh. Hello, lady. Test out everything. Let's go and kill this nest real quick in this game. And there you guys go. Some more advanced features of the map making, and you see they're not really hard. It's just not knowing how they operate properly is half the battle. Once you got it figured out, and you got it. Okay, have fun map making. Look forward to seeing what everybody throws out there. See, there's a lot of good map makers already out there working and doing the job, and everybody, all the other map makers are really helpful. If you have any questions, be sure to ask them in game or in the Discord, and join the Discord if you're not in it. There's a lot of good information in there. Everybody, have a good night. Let's shut this off.